Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, August 17th, man. Super glad to see you guys. As always, shout out to the Red East Society first. I want to tell you guys that I did do an immense amount of technical analysis for you guys over this weekend. And you can go to Mark's post and get to any of them relatively quickly. I don't mind posting these again. This morning, I did start adding shares of LYTE and NCLD, just one share. Probably will do like one or two a week for my son. Um, but these are the Photonics ETFs you guys had me look at. But this morning, I'm just going to go through a few things that I'm looking at. Let me make sure everybody's muted real quick. All right, there we go. So first things first, I want to start with Meta. There was some news that came out that I shared with you guys in the stock market chat that I saw this morning. Meta's BlackRock's 14 billion Texas data center faces insurance risk. So when I saw this, I said, well, Meta looks interesting. Went to the chart, and I need to see if Meta holds above 586.18 today. If it doesn't, of course, I'm thinking that we're going to possibly see 582, possibly down to 580.95 to the downside on Meta. That is a key buy order block at that 580.95 area. So if it holds that, we could bounce, but if we lose it, it could get ugly. We may even see 579. The move may have already happened with this insurance risk. So for you zero date to expiration options players, I guess I should raise my hand too sometimes. That may be something you may want to take into precaution before you jump into the put. I'm definitely going to be watching the flow to see what I see coming on the flow. But if I see heavy put volume, Meta's probably going to be my day trade looking at Wednesday or Friday expirations, possibly, maybe zeros. I'm not sure yet, but we shall see. Currently, if we see Meta push above 588.62, I'm going to go ahead and set that alert. I'm going to start watching it there. But I do like calls possibly at 589 up to about 589.84. That'll cross the prior pivot and we'll be on a breakout of this trend line, possibly get us to 591.43. All right. Also, SanDisk, right? SanDizzle, aka Sandy. It bounced off of a fair value gap right now at the 1687.56, but we're at a sell wall between 1711.20 and 1723.83. So I want to see if those levels do get tested this morning. Possibly at that 1711, I'd be okay with calls to maybe at least get us to 1717, scalp it real quick, and then watch for a retracement. If we break above that, cool. But I just see a lot of resistance to the upside on SanDizzle. If it loses this 1692, or if you want to be a little bit more aggressive at 1698, puts look okay to retest 1688.10, possibly a low of 1671, 16 or something like that. Right now, I mean, volume is, just doing what it does pre-market. But again, I'm seeing bounces, and the bounces do look pretty good at the moment, okay? Whereas the push possibly back up to the upside. All right. Also, let's take a quick look at mood. Excuse me. I saw a key level here at 993.11 for us to potentially bounce off of, and we did. If we do retest 995.72, you could possibly grab puts to retest that level as well. But I think we might have some support there. If we happen to lose that support, the next level I'm looking at is around 989.03 at the worst case scenario. For calls at this point, let's see if we can clear that $1,000.28. Push us back to $1,003.98, $1,006.57, then $1,008.25, where that last pivot of liquidity took place. We did get to a high of about $1,010.44 on Moo pre-market today. So that is our pre-market high. If we clear that, man, we are smooth selling, ladies and gentlemen, to possibly get to this $1,016.02, even a high of $1,026.30 by Wednesday or Friday. Okay. So put that on your radar. Make sure that you keep that on watch. Also on watch is AAOI. This was on the weekend watch list as well. We're in a sell order block right now that we actually lost around 153.74. I believe one of my alerts did trigger on that, but we have a key level to watch here at 151.64. As long as we hold above that level on AAOI, I think that the longer term uptrend will likely continue. But if we lose it, I do think that we could come back to about 150.72, giving you another opportunity to position for the upside bounce. Okay. But right now, ALI is trying to bounce right now. It needs to clear 153.74. Then we're in go mode. Okay. Also, Apple Bay is on watch. I mentioned I actually did a play on Apple, the 306.5 call for today. They're trying to get folks out of there. I saw that one come in on the flow. Today, if we see Apple bounce above that 307.53, I'm thinking we can get 308.12, maybe 309.62. But I would actually position for next week calls on Apple if you play it versus the weeklies this week on this one. I just think it's safer. I know it's a little bit more pricey, but somewhere between that 308 and 310 will kind of trigger a potential breakout to the upside to get us to at least 316. So that's something I'm watching on Apple to the upside. Now, downside activity, let's see if Apple loses this prior VWAP at 305.77. 305.77 could get us down to about 305.02, 304.47-ish. But right now, I'm leaning mostly on the bull side for Apple if it bounces. But we shall see what the market gives us because it's all chop. And the SPY did lose $2 early this morning. All right. So let's come on over here to SPY next. All right. So SPY did bounce off of a liquidity level, 776.02. All right. So I'm going to set an alert right there. If it loses it, I do think we'll come back and retest 775.85, possibly a low of 775.43. If we bounce today at 776.90, we do have a trend line of rejection right here around 777.50. If we break above that, I could see 777.88, possibly up to this order block at 778.12. But for the change of character to happen, it has to clear 779.40. All right. But right now, everything's super choppy. Don't just, rush into the play. Watch your levels, watch your alerts, wait for a full 5-minute candle close on any of these, okay? 5-minute right now, like I said, it's definitely bouncing off of that liquidity grab and trying to go up, right? The Qs. All right, so looking at the Qs right now, we also bounced off of a liquidity level of 732.02. Let's see if we can clear 733.42. Calls may be okay at that point to get us to 734.47. We need to watch Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Broadcom, and just the Mag 7 pretty much. And if those help, QQQ could have a change of character at this 734.47 to get it to retest that high of 735.63. But right now, chop, chop, chop. All right. Looks like there's a wall right here. 733.28. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert there too. 733, we'll do 25. So if we cross that level, I do think that we have the potential to go to the upside. All right, NVIDIA. All right, someone asked me to look at this one already this morning, but I'm going to look at it again because you may be watching the replay if you're not here. 226.50 is what needs to be clear, but ultimately we want to be above this 226.82. I think at that point, we could test this trend line. possibly break it, go to 227.09, 227.28, and 227.50. This is a go-to for 0 day to expirations. So I think they would chop it if it does hit these levels. So Wednesday at the earliest for your expiration date, if you choose to day trade it, not financial advice, of course. But that would be possibly the best expiration date if you want it to be super short term. Um, Now there's a downside level to watch too, that 226.01. If it's lost at any point, 225.96, 225.57 would is what I would like to see to the downside. Okay. Real quick, I'm getting an alert on Meta. Remember, I'm watching this one today, so it's bouncing up in that buy order block. So I just had to peep over at it real quick. But right now, let's see what Nvidia does before we just decide to trade it. All right. Teslanica. All right, so Tesla right now looks really tricky. It bounced out the point of control at 339.65. I made a post this morning saying that if we lose that, we definitely want some exposure to puts to possibly get us to 339.32, then 338.70, and possibly 337.64. We just had a liquidity grab to 341.31. I'm going to set an alert right there. If it retested, I want a clear break of 341.81 before I get in calls. We still have some walls to climb up to maybe 342.59 if that does happen. But this bullish reversal, let's see if it can hold itself. 343 will be a bullish continuation to get us back to possibly 344.75-ish. Okay. Right now, the setup looks bearish and choppy with 339.65 being a key level of support. All right. Moving on. ARM. ARM had a key level at 281.91. As long as we hold above it, I think that, swings and calls do look good. I know Friday expirations will be very tempting, but if you could position yourself on the pullback here with some more time, I think you can get a better price. If we lose at 282.04, I want you to look at 281.66, 280.74, and possibly a low of 278.64 before it bounces, but those are some intraday downside targets. I like calls on ARM above 284 just to play it safe. On the 5 minute, we should have a slight bounce. It's actually coming back down. So 283.77 if you're super aggressive on ARM to get to about that 285.73. Okay. But honestly, a lot of stuff is pulling back. So I want you to be very, very careful with your shorter term expiration dates. All right, this one was also in my trading plan over the weekend out of the 25 for the Red E. I see a nice morning star here on the 16 minute, but we got 14 minutes on this current candle. If now crosses 122.93, we want to see 123.38 broken. And then above that, we can see 123.77 up to 124.84 on now. Now needs to break 125.36 for me to get really, really bullish. In fact, 125.86 would be better to clear that sell order block. But right now, let's see if we can break out of this consolidation to the upside at 123.38. If it does not hold and we lose this 122.77, expect a retest of 122.20, possibly a low of around 121.28 if we lose a few of these key levels that we have mapped out here. But we want to be super careful with now. All right. And lastly, IWM, right? Also bounced off of a key fair value gap. This order block is a buy area at 303.68. But we were already rejecting 304.13. I had a breakout of 304.10 for potentially watching some calls. If we do happen to get above 304.25, I think that's go mode for calls. But if we lose this 303.65, we're possibly going to come back to 303.66. Could even see 303.47 or lower down about 303.21-ish. Okay, so those are some things I would definitely be watching. As far as the economic calendar is concerned, today is a lighter data day. We did have some New York Empire Manufacturing Index come out, and it was very hot, and it caused a little bit of chop in the futures as well, and it did drop a little bit. But also later around 4 Eastern, you have data coming out. Tomorrow, you do have the Atlanta Fed GDP and housing starts all happening at least before 10:45 Eastern. and then API Weekly Crude Oil at 4:30 Eastern. Wednesday, you'll get the minutes from the last Fed meeting that took place. Remember, there is no Fed meeting in the month of August, but you have Jackson Hole from August the 27th through the 29th. So that's going to be the catalyst to cause the market to move on economic information. So we'll be looking for that. But the minutes will come out basically clarifying why they chose not to raise rates the last month. Okay. And then Thursday, jobless claims data comes out all by 10 Eastern. You'll have data. And then again, another 30-year tips auction comes out at 1 on Thursday. And then you have manufacturing PMI on Friday. So it's going to be a choppy week, interesting day today. But for anybody that you know, also tell them to slide over to www.rogers1906.com. I can't talk this morning. Join the Red E Society. And anybody who would like to be an affiliate and share our Discord, which has free learning material classes, and I'm preparing to do something special for the Red E that I did normally do in Red E University. So be on the lookout for an announcement for that. But join us in the Red E Society. And that, my friends, will conclude the recording. Remember, you don't have to get ready, you stay ready.
Focus.